golfers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to talk about a common myth we hear on a regular basis on the lesson tee and also on the golf course. And in today's video we're going to dispel a few myths within the technical side of your golf swing, and also just to prevent you getting a little bit stuck and a little bit steep coming in to the downswing. So if you're new to the channel, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Every time we post a video you'll receive a notification conducive to any part of your game. One thing we want to talk about today is the transition from the top of the backswing into the downswing. One of the biggest issues we do see on a daily basis with a lot of golfers that struggle with the shaft working too steep in the downswing, and also the lack of sequencing between the lower and upper body, is the shaft gets really steep. Then we react to that, so the fault at impact is a byproduct of the root cause of the problem. Book a lesson with your local PGA Pro to get a bit more of an insight into your game, develop a clear pathway and develop some clarity regarding your game. Too many people guess and they've got no idea what they're working on. Have a plan in place that's going to help you eradicate what you're doing and try and improve and give you some clarity. There's no point in guessing. The more you guess, the less likely you are to get the correct answer. So one thing that we do talk about on a daily basis, and it's a lot of golfers that struggle with the downswing being a little bit too steep. If you think about the rate that your chest rotates towards the target compared to your lower body, you see a lot of golfers will get to the top of the backswing. Then from here, if you think about the position of your right shoulder, one thing we need to do is we need to rotate the right shoulder as much as we can in the backswing, because if the right shoulder rotates, you're going to add arm depth into the backswing. And the more this right shoulder rotates, the more the hands are going to create depth. And the more depth we can create, the further the hands are away from the golf ball. And as we start to rotate into the downswing, the club's further away from where it started. So we create maximum depth in the backswing, then that's going to help us shallow in the downswing. One thing we do see, a couple issues. Error number one is a lot of golfers that set up with a right foot relatively square. If my feet are square, that means I have to then make my right knee more mobile to move my hip, and then from there we get a little bit static with the right hip. So one thing that's going to help you just prevent you swaying in the backswing. Right foot's internally rotated, that locks your right hip. Then as we rotate into the backswing, that prevents us creating any range of motion into that. You start to see a move where your right knee gets too far inside your right foot. That moves all my pressure too far behind the golf ball, and then from there it's very hard to get my weight back to the left side. So stage number one, think about the position of your feet. Flare both feet open, so your left foot's 10 o'clock on a clock face, right foot's more than 2 o'clock. That's going to allow you to rotate your right hip in the backswing, followed by your left hip in the downswing. So feet slightly flared, heels closer together, knees and feet slightly flared. Golf club is a good reference point to your chest. We're going to try and get the golf club to match up with the instep of my right foot. So that left shoulder is going to move down across, the right shoulder is going to move up and back, and you'll create this feeling where your left shoulder's lower, right shoulder's higher. Then you're going to extend your arms to the top of the backswing. Then you should start to feel from there that all your weight starts to load into your right heel, so the instep your right heel. That allows us to create more space coming down, a little bit more width into the downswing, and then it's going to future-proof our downswing. One thing we always see is the left arm gets too low across the chest, hands get relatively low compared to the position of your shoulders. Then as we come into the downswing, the shaft gets a little bit steep, right shoulder stays too high, then works out too quickly, and then that's where your path's moving out to in all day long. So you struggle with slices, tops, and a whole host of different shots. The first thing you need to educate yourself to do is try and get your right shoulder to rotate as much as you can in the back. So the feet and knees, try and point your sternum and instep of your right leg. So to create that feeling, I feel like my left knee moves in the way, my right leg starts to extend and straighten in the backswing. That's going to create my right hip to work up and back, and then from there I feel like I've got this stretch on the right side to the downswing. Where a lot of golfers struggle is this right shoulder works out and stays high for too long. That steepens the shaft, and you can see from there the club head gets significantly above the position of the grip. Then we have to react to that. Hang back at impact, the club's lowest point always collides with the ground before the golf ball. One drill that's going to help you eradicate what you're doing, we're trying to get the club head to disappear in the backswing. Then as we come into the downswing, you're going to feel like your pressure's moving a little bit more into your left side. So as I come into the downswing, I want to feel like my lower body shifts first, so my left knee is going to move over the top of my left foot. Then as we come into the downswing, a couple of feelings that's going to help you create a little bit more of a sequence coming down is your right shoulder is going to stay back for a split second, then your right shoulder is going to work down. If the right shoulder stays too high, it works out. You can see from there, chest spins open, the club's going to work across the ball all day long. What we need to do is do the opposite to what we're doing. Originally, we're going to create a different result. In the backswing, your right shoulder is going to rotate up and back, left shoulder is going to work down. Extend your hands to the top of the backswing. Then from the top of the backswing into the downswing, you're going to feel two things. You're going to feel your left arm stays more connected to your chest, so the upper part of your left arm, your left bicep is going to stay more connected to your left pectoral muscle. Left bicep stays connected to the left hand side of your chest. Then as we come back into the downswing, that feeling of your left arm staying on the chest for the duration of the downswing is going to prevent this chest spinning open too quickly. So get to the top, right shoulder working up the back. I feel like my right hip's working up the back, right leg starts to straighten and extend. Then as we come into the downswing, we're not letting this right shoulder work out too quickly. A great drill that you can use, put your right hand on the club head, twist the shaft so it's down the back of your right forearm and tricep. As we come into the downswing, if this right shoulder works too much internally, you can see from there the right elbow goes back, the hand goes forward, the grip end of the club gets behind the right hip. As we come into the downswing, we're working on two things. We're keeping the left arm more connected to the chest. As I come into the downswing, left shoulder's going to work up, right shoulder's going to stay down. Feel the tension in the shaft around your back of your right tricep. As we come into the downswing, the grip end of the club is going to feel like it drives towards the golf ball that's on the ground. So grip end of the club to work towards the golf ball. I feel like my right shoulder stays back and works down. I feel like I've got a little bit more external rotation in that right shoulder as opposed to get too steep. Grip end of the club goes back to the relaxed space. As we come into the downswing, think about grip end of the club towards golf ball, rehearse your impact position. My right elbow's always leading my right wrist. My right shoulder's going to stay back and work down. Left arm working down the chest. I feel like my back faces the target for as long as possible in the downswing. So hands working straight down. Right shoulder's working down, left arm stays more connected to the chest. So if you struggle with swing over the top, there's two great drills you can use. External rotation, right hand on the club head. Swing to the top, right shoulder working up and back. As we come into downswing, grip end of the club works towards the golf ball. Right shoulder works down, left arm stays more connected to the chest. That's going to engage the right side of your ribcage a little bit longer. Another drill you can work on. Swing to the top, lower body shifts out to be first. Right shoulder works down, hands are just dropping below your right shoulder. That's two great drills that's going to help you shell out the golf club in no time. If you've got any thoughts or any questions regarding that video, please feel free to comment below with anything you'd like to see on my channel in future weeks. Also, if you want to improve your game in no time, I offer in-person lessons at Glenbervie Golf Club in Scotland. To qualify for a free online lesson assessment via the Skillist app, follow me on the app and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.